Hi everyone, welcome to our homeschool table. My name is Jerilyn. I am a mom of 3 kids, ages 10, 3, and 1. And today I am part of a collaboration hosted by Stephanie at Schulte Sweetie's Homeschool. And we are sharing about the subject or curriculum that we are most excited to teach this coming school year. Our 6th year homeschooling. We started when my daughter was in kindergarten, and now she is going into 5th grade in the 2024-2025 school year. And this year we will be also including my little guy who is 3. When the school year starts, he'll be about 3.5, and so I have a little something for him as well. Now, I will go ahead and say that I will tell you exactly what my least favorite subject is. That was easy to figure out, which was math. But it was kind of hard for me to narrow down between history, Bible, and literature. We have been using the Sunlight program since my daughter was in 1st grade, and we have done Sunlight level B and C. And then last year we used the Bookshark materials, which is kind of a sister company to Sunlight, for the level D portion. And then this coming school year, we are going to be diving into Sunlight level E, which is year 2 of 2 of American history. Now, I really love the entire program, but what I'm most excited to teach this coming school year is the Bible section. So I have something that is not from that for my little guy, and then the rest of everything else plus a couple things are from Sunlight. So let's go ahead and get started, and I will show you what I have. So for my preschooler, I am going to be using the Rod and Staff ABC series, and I won't be using all of them for his 3-year-old preschool year. I will be using part of them for 3 and part of them for 4. And this Bible Stories to Read book goes along with the Bible Pictures to Color. The pictures match up from the storybook. So this is the storybook, and I just wanted to show you the table of contents. There are 60 lessons, and so my thought was that I would do about 30 weeks during his preschool 3's year and 30 weeks during his preschool 4's year. So that is my plan for now, and we will kind of see how it goes doing 1 lesson a week. Now, the reason why I wanted to do just 1 a week is because it comes with some questions and answers. And so my thought was that if I read this story maybe 2 or 3 times during the week, then we could work on answering the questions and also learning this little Bible verse to learn. So I was thinking that I would put this on a little note card, mostly for me to be able to remember what the verse is, but we would hang it up somewhere around our school area, and we would kind of be memorizing that little verse for the week. He also might be starting the Awana program that my daughter's been going to for a long time, and so he might have other Bible verses to be working on as well. But this Bible Pictures to Color, these are just very simple preschool appropriate coloring pages that go along with the story. So that was for my preschooler. So for my 5th grade daughter, we are going to be using the Sunlight Level E History Bible Literature program, which is for American history, year 2 of 2. And this has a pretty substantial Bible section, I would say. So we have several different components that go into the Bible portion of the Sunlight program. So first, there are 2 books that you're working on reading throughout the school year. The first one is called Starting Strong, and this is actually 3 books in 1, it says. And this is a devotional where the student and you would read this little chapter. It's at the front and back page, and then there are some questions to work on, and you work on this throughout the week. and it goes till here. And then you're on chapter 2. So you just do one chapter per week. So we would read, answer a couple questions, then the next day we would do a couple more questions. On the third day, this book is scheduled, which is Case for a Creator for Kids, Case for Christ for Kids, and Case for Faith for Kids. And this is scheduled one day a week, and they have it on day 3 or Wednesday. So we'll be doing that. And in this book, this has, so here would be chapter 1. So you would read chapter 1 on Wednesday. It's just a few pages with some questions. And that would be one day's reading. And then you would do chapter 2 the following week. So we will be working on this book throughout the year, as well as the Starting Strong book. But every day there is a passage for a parent reading and a student reading. So I just pulled out our Bibles so that you could get an idea, but I would have a parent reading. It's about a full chapter. We're starting in Matthew. So the first day would be Matthew 1, and the second day Matthew 2, and so on and so forth. And then my daughter would also have a personal Bible reading time. So my plan is to have her do this during her personal Bible time. She will then narrate to me during our family Bible time what she read in her personal Bible time that day. Then after you do the books and the Bible reading, then you work on memorization. Now this doesn't come with Sunlight. I made this myself because if I don't have a physical something to look at or use, it probably won't happen. So what I did was I went through the whole teacher's manual, and I looked up each of the memorizations for each week. And so I just made a little thing here. It says week 1, and these are the passages. These are the verses that we would read for week 1, and we would just read through this every day for the whole week. And then the following week would be week 2, and they add on some more verses to that same chapter. And this particular section is an 8-week long memorization of Psalm 103. So then I just made one for each of the weeks all through the full 36-week program. And so we just have a little booklet here of all of the memory work for that. So that is scheduled every day to work on the memorization at least one time every day. They suggest 2 times every day. Now, one thing that I'm going to be adding, because I bought this book that I intended to use this last year, but we never wound up getting to it. And this is the book, A Girl's Guide to Making Really Good Choices by Elizabeth George. And I've read other Elizabeth George books like A Woman After God's Own Heart. That was probably 20 years ago when I was in college. But this looked like a really nice little devotional for her and I to do together. And so this has 10 chapters total. Here are the chapters. So it covers, you have a choice, choosing to get up, choosing to read your Bible, choosing to pray, choosing your friends, choosing what you say and don't say, choosing to be patient, choosing a happy heart, choosing to be faithful, and choosing to trust God. And so as I looked through this, I kind of determined that we would probably do one chapter in about 3 weeks. And so the way that we will schedule this is we will do this book only on Fridays, and we will just divvy up each of the chapters into 3 different parts and work on them a little bit at a time. They have some reading and then some questions, and then some reading and then some questions. And there are places to write in this book. I will let her choose if she wants to write in the book or use a separate notebook or something like that to write her answers in. Either way is fine with me. So that is an addition to what we'll already be doing for Sunlight. This is not part of the Sunlight program. The last thing for the Sunlight program that I forgot to mention is this CD. This is called The Heavens Declare, and this has the memory verses put to song. This has 12 tracks, and so over the course of the school year, they will have memorized all 12 tracks. and it is very helpful to have the songs. So the last thing that we will be doing as part of our Bible and character time is from a company called Character Concepts, and I have done a review in the last few months of the character trails, which is the level 2 for 5 to 7 year olds, I believe. And this is called Kids of Character. So this is the level 3 Kids of Character Bible Study by Marilyn Boyer. Learn how to apply 45 character qualities to your life to be more like Jesus. And so we will be going through this. So here's a list of all of the character qualities that it covers. If you want to pause and zoom in a little bit. So the way that this works is this is the first character quality, alertness. They go in alphabetical order. So it has the definition, a memory verse, and the memory verse is put on a little card. So there's one for alertness, there's one for every one of the character qualities. So the verse is on the back, as well as the definition on the front. So then there are a couple of questions here to answer. A couple more on the back, and then some application questions next. And then from there, you move on to the next character quality. So it's not super long, but what we will probably do is split this up over 2 days a week. Usually I like to do these on Tuesday and Thursday. There are less busy days. So we'll see if that's still true for next year. But you would read out of the Bible study book, and then you also have the Portraits of Integrity book. And each one of the character qualities has a section in here as well. And just like that other book, it is alphabetized by letter. So here would be alertness. And just like in the other book, it would have the definition and the memory verse, and then some reading. So this one would be from the Revolutionary War time period, and there's a story that you read. So there's just a couple. And then some questions at the end, and that would be one of the days of doing character. So if it seems like this is a little bit too much to get done in 2 days, we might split it up where we do this part for 2 days 1 week, and then this part for 2 days the next week. It doesn't bother me to use this program over more than one school year because it's very in-depth and has a lot of meat to it. And so, so we might work on this for 2 years. They do have programs from preschool all the way up through high school though. So you can definitely do one program per year if that's how you like to run it. But this is everything that I will be using for Bible and character in our homeschool for this coming year. We also do habit training, which would be on the opposite 2 days of character study. But for this video, I'm just sharing about Bible and character time, and habits are kind of its own separate thing. So I think that is everything that I have to share with you today about the curriculum that I am most excited to be teaching this coming school year. Like I said earlier, this is a collaboration with Stephanie from Schulte Sweetie's Homeschool. You would definitely want to make sure to check out the description box linked below for the playlist of all the other moms that are sharing about their favorite subject or curriculum to teach this coming school year as well. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if this is content that you enjoy. I have other videos about homeschool, curriculum, and planning on my channel. I hope you guys are all having a great day, and we'll see you next time.